Yes, yes, yes. What's popping? What's cracking? Top of the top. Good morning to everybody that pulled up. We about to get into it. Who we got pulling up first? Let's talk about it. Yeah, we live. Yeah. We lit once again. We about to get into it. Cause I'm hearing a lot of funny ass shit and I'm seeing some bitter ass niggas out here. You heard? A lot of niggas don't want to accept the fact that change is coming and change must happen. You heard? That's what's going on. But today, we're going to touch on a few different things. And I'm going to start it off like this, that this is the 4NOFAME Primetime episode 17. David Chappelle already wore a dress. And I'm gonna prove it to you today. It's real simple, but you're gonna be able to do your own research. And I'm gonna show you how these Hollywood niggas be capping and they be finessing the people, and the people keep getting led astray. You feel me? Because the people are looking for a hero that's never gonna come. So I'm gonna prove to you today how Dave Chappelle already wore a dress. And the picture will be going up. All right? Then I'm also gonna get into how is Serena Williams getting a divorce, or has Serena Williams been finessed by another white man? Because soon as a nigga get some money or they get a bag, or when they start making history, some kind of way, it's always a white person or an outsider that slides in and position themselves to get that bag or get themselves written in that will. And I'm going to talk about that too, about the finesse game and how a lot of rich celebrities get finessed and they get infiltrated. We're going to talk about that because these are also part of the reasons why black people never going to get nowhere. You see, everything I'm speaking on, even though I might be joking or clowning on certain shit, but it all ties into one thing. And that one thing is black people are not getting nowhere because it's people in position that's going to make sure you don't get nowhere, and they're going to always sell you out through the back door. Salute, John Shaft. We getting started this morning. And I'm also going to get into the four devils. I'm going to speak about the four devils, and for those that don't know. And the four devils is jealousy, hatred, envy, and lust. And I'm going to be getting to that later, which will be the jewel of the day. You heard? And then I'm going to touch up on a couple other topics. And yeah, I got time for the bullshit too. So I'm going to start it off right now. Right? Dave Chappelle is a funny ass nigga. Don't get it fucked up. He is very funny. But we got to understand, my nigga, that fame, it comes with a price. And no nigga you see in that $100 million bracket ain't do nothing strange for change in some kind of way. Y'all got to understand that. These niggas are under oath, all right? And they playing roles. And whatever role they got to play, that's the role they're going to play. And when they don't play that role, that money going to stop. That's why you see the second time, or when Dave Chappelle went to Africa, he didn't want to play the game no more because he felt like he had put in a certain amount of work and he shouldn't have to put on a dress no more. So that's why he so-called backed out and went to Africa, because he didn't want that humiliation. But today, I'm going to give it to you real simple that Dave Chappelle wore a dress. He played a role in a movie called Robin Hood, Men in Tights. And it came out in 1993, and David Chappelle, he played a drag queen. He played an ancient drag queen, meaning when Robin Hood was living in his years, it was transsexuals back then. David Chappelle was playing a role of a transsexual in the ancient times. He was playing a role dressed up as a woman in the English days in Britain and all of that. But they disguised it in a comedy movie called Robin Hood, Men in Tights. That's the name of the movie. 1993. Dave Chappelle, he was basically dressed in drag. He was doing suspect behavior. But niggas don't know because that's one of his first movies. That's one of his first crossover movies. That was before he came out with all the other shit. Like, what's that shit? Blue Street. That's before Blue Street. That's before that shit where he was smoking that bud, talking about Samson. He played a role in 1993 called Robin Hood Men in Tights, and Dave Chappelle was dressed in drag. You heard? Him and some other white boys. They was dressed in drag throughout the whole movie, but how they flipped the script. It was the old clothing. You know, the clothing that used to be baggy, but the women wore when they wore them costume-looking outfits, real big and drapery, that's what he was wearing. But when I put the picture up, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And when you go look into the movie, you're going to see it clear as day in the movie. He played a sissy in the movie, basically. Robin Hood Men in Tights, Dave Chappelle played a sissy in the movie, all right? Just for those who don't know. And I'm saying this to say that these niggas are some slick-ass niggas. Now, don't get it fucked up. David Chappelle is taking a stand on certain shit, but what niggas don't know about Dave Chappelle is he already wore a dress. He already played that role. That's why you see the average nigga that been in Hollywood either had to put on that dress or they had to get shot in their ass or they had to get beat on their ass. You see, like Training Day, you see how Denzel was the gangsters nigga in Training Day. He was kicking ass, banging on shit, all this shit. But at the end of the day, that white boy shot him in the ass. You heard? And when you see a black man get shot in his ass in a movie, that's also a ritual and a symbol of taking it up the ass. You dig? And I'm gonna say allegedly, because you know how they funny with this shit. But whenever you see a movie with somebody getting shot in the ass, that's what that represent. See, Denzel is another slick nigga. He didn't want to outright sell out. He didn't want to put his career in jeopardy, but he had to take that shot in the ass. You dig? When you see, it's a couple other movies. I think it's a movie with Danny Glover. Well, you see Danny Glover in that one of the Lethal Weapons where he had to get butt naked. You feel me? In the movie. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They got slick ways on how they make niggas compromise themselves. We know Eddie Murphy did what? What's that funny shit? Norbit. We know he sold out in Norbit. We know Martin Lawrence did Big Mama. We know Tyler Perry what he did. You're not going to get that Hollywood money unless you put on that dress or you're going to do some suspect behavior. And I'm saying this to say that David Chappelle is a slick motherfucker and niggas think he the hero for niggas that's against suspect behavior. But I'm telling you, he might not be for that shit now, but he already sold out. That's why he's in position. He just don't want to do that shit no more. You seen Kevin Hart recently with the dress on Saturday Night Live. You seen that little black nigga, Kevin Hart. He been sold out. The only nigga that didn't want to sell out, and even he sold out, is Cat Williams. Y'all forget when he was playing that role in that movie, he was playing a little fruit ball in the church. You feel me? So my point is, all of them played that role. It's just that a lot of them don't want to comply with that role, but they all want that money. You dig? And Dave Chappelle is another slick nigga because he already wore a dress. He just did that shit almost 30 years ago, and the young generation don't know. You smell me? So that's why I'm telling you, none of these niggas are people. None of them, they not for us, all right? They only here to get real money and lead niggas astray. So right now, Dave Chappelle is trying to position himself as the spokesman of niggas that's against certain behavior, but he the one that indulge in the behavior. So don't get it fucked up. And a lot of white people know this because they saw the movie Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Just look at the title, Men in Tights. That let you know what time it is. So for those that don't believe, go check the movie out and go look it up. And you'll see Dave Chappelle, Ben wore a dress, and he played a sissy role in the whole movie. You dig? He basically was one of Robin Hood's little bitches. Some funny shit. And we know that little baby, he's another suspect nigga because if you ask me, he already was an agent from the beginning. And he also looked like a cop-ass nigga to me. So that little shooting in Walmart, that was just a cop shooting a nigga getting away with it. You feel me? All these niggas is playing games and all these niggas are only here to deceive you. They're not here for the people. That's why they're not going to do shit for the community. All right? They not. They only here to get a bag. And then they do little shenanigans to make niggas think they real, they for the people. But we know they not. Because the nigga got to deal with Netflix. Therefore, he got a whole bunch of meals for Netflix. So therefore, David Chappelle has to say a lot of controversial shit because he got to make that money and recoup. It's that simple. And they know to get the black community to get them motivated and get them worked up. All they gotta do is say certain shit and act like they your hero, and niggas gonna fall in line because they know the black race is looking for a messiah and they ready to worship anybody. You hear me? But Dave Chappelle already wore a dress in a movie called Robin Hood Men in Tights. All right? Now look it up, do your homework. It's a fact. And now I'm gonna get into the next topic. The next topic is Serena Williams being finessed by her white husband. We know Serena Williams is one of the top athletes in the world. She is the top black woman athlete. And right now, Serena Williams is worth $210 million. And her husband, Alex Ohanian, whatever his name is, he worth $70 million. But what a lot of people don't know about her husband is one of the niggas who started the app called Reddit. Y'all know about Reddit. It's an app. It's been out for a while. Serena Williams' husband is one of the third co-founders of Reddit. So he got 70 mil. He got some money, but he don't got more money than her. And we know he's a businessman. And it's also been reports that he has been making a lot of high-risk investments with Serena money. And it's also been said they stopped unfollowing each other on Twitter and online. They stopped on Instagram. They stopped following each other. So what I'm saying is they might be headed towards divorce. And another thing is we already know that this was an arranged marriage. This was a fixed marriage. Because see, when you make it in Hollywood and you become a $200 million woman, they're gonna make sure you marry somebody of their choice. That's why you'll see part of why they mad at Nicki Minaj, because she went and married an average nigga from the hood, and they don't like that. You see? They want to put somebody in your circle that can infiltrate on you. So when you die, all that money go back to the white man. It goes back to the pot. It goes back to where they wanted to go. And it's called finessing that will, you dig, and things of that nature. Finessing them trust funds and finessing your estate. The same thing you'll see with Kanye West. You'll see ever since Kanye West got with that family, that nigga been on mute. He's been a fucking mute. You don't see him. You don't see that nigga face. And we know Kanye West was the most talkingest motherfucker. We know this. The most nigga that'll talk your head off. The nigga always has some shit to say. So we know that Kanye West is dealing with a whole nother energy right now. And that nigga might be under a spell because he don't understand that whole family is witches. You dig? That's why you think I'm playing. You don't never really see Kim K or their family unless they in all black. You're gonna see them in other colors some of the time, but when you see them, they mostly always in all black because they witches and they working their magic on Kanye. That's why you don't see that nigga. That's why you see his sneakers still selling, you see his brand still moving, but you don't see Kanye because it's easy to have a nigga under a spell sitting in the room like a gump ass retarded nigga, and you just working his accounts. That nigga might be somewhere on Prozac. But what I'm trying to tell you is that's the game. When a black person become a multi-millionaire, they always want to slide somebody in your circle that's opposite of your race. And this purpose only is for they can control the bag. So once you die, nigga, that money goes right back to where it came from, right back into their society, and it don't go into our community. That's why we don't reap the benefits of dead entertainers. That shit goes back in the pot. You see, like when Whitney died, you see how it went to her daughter, but now her daughter died. Where that money go at? Where that money go? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Whitney Houston, the biggest singer in American times, a lot of hit records, whole lot of money. When she died, her daughter was a fiend, dealing with a fiend. She ended up dead. Where the money at? I'm just showing you how at the end of the day, when you're a celebrity, you're going to get booked, right? When you're in that $100 million bracket, you will be up out of here. And they're going to make sure somebody's in position to get that bag when you die. And it's not going to be nobody black. That's why they don't want you marrying no average nigga. That's why, like I said, when you see Nicki Minaj go marry an average nigga, that's why you see her niggas under attack. But you got to understand, they been knew that nigga was a pedophile. They been knew he had them charges on him all that time. That shit been in stone, but they didn't want to make it irrelevant until they seen that Nikki was really serious on dealing with this man, had a baby. That's why they want to destroy her whole shit, because she ain't marry a white man. So I'm going to give her that little part right there. But the nigga's still a fucking pedophile ass nigga. But you got to understand, the purpose is when you make it an entertainment, they want you to sell out. But if you don't sell out, they just want to get some type of paperwork where when you die, that money goes back to where it's supposed to go to. And that's the white community. That's going back into the American bank account, all right? That's how the game is played. But we see people like Serena Williams, she not for her people. She don't represent Compton, and she probably don't do shit for Compton. You dig? And she the same female that couldn't wait to get with a white man. And at the same time, we know she couldn't keep a nigga. See, we got to understand that too. Just because a lot of these women got a lot of money, it don't mean they can keep a man. Some of them got whack-ass boxes on some real shit. Some of them boxes ain't right, and niggas don't want to marry them. So that's why people like Serena had to go get a white man. But little does she know that white man is lining her up. Because he's taking her money and making all type of investments. You dig? He basically using her. And the reports are coming out. And she trying to hide it because she don't want to be embarrassed. But you got to understand, see, a lot of people spend a lot of time bashing black men and dissing black niggas, but they don't understand there's a lot of white men that's 3 times grimier than a black man, and they real slimy. Because a white man does not have to be loyal to no black woman. At the end of the day, that shit is based on sex and money. That's it. Either the black woman is trying to get money from the white man, or the white man is trying to get money from the black woman. Either or. But see, a lot of sisters been tricked, and they think that the white man gonna save them. But it's not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna save the black community, all right? The black community is only here to be pimped, taken advantage of, and thrown in the garbage. That's it. So when motherfuckers learn that, they won't waste so much time trying to follow us in the footsteps that ain't made for them. You dig? That's all I'm saying. So when you see Serena Williams with a white man, just know that that's just one image of people selling you out. Some people gonna sell you out to your face, but some people selling you out behind your back. That's why I say everybody wanna be black, but don't nobody wanna be black. See, niggas wanna be black when it's convenient to get that money, or to seem cool, or to seem hip, or to seem like you popping. That's when they wanna be black. When that real shit pop out, they don't want to be black. They want to be quiet. And it's been happening over and over again. And it's going to keep on happening. It's going to keep on happening, should I say. Because niggas love to worship celebrities. And they don't understand what time it is. So for those that just pulled in, I'm going to tell you again that David Chappelle already wore a dress. He wore a dress in the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights. And Serena Williams is another $200 million woman that rather have a baby with a white man before she even get with a rich black man. See, it's a mentality. When you come from Compton and you come from the hood, she's ashamed of that. She's ashamed of where she come from. See, she got a lot of money, but when she was walking in them rooms, in them elite circles, she still felt with her head down low because she from Compton. You hear me? So instead of her representing Compton to the hood, to the fullest and making Compton a better place, she'd rather take the easy way out and get with a white man. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's been happening, and it's going to keep on happening. So we're going to move on from that. Because basically, she's in an arranged marriage that the Illuminati planned for her, and she got to marry that white man. And that white man, like I told you, he's the 3rd investor into the company called Reddit, which is an online company with an app and all that. Y'all know about Reddit. But her husband is the 3rd owner, meaning he breaking bread with 3 other white niggas. He's breaking bread with 3 other people, so his bag ain't that long. So therefore, he got investments going on, but he draining Serena pockets at the same time. And that's just an example of how niggas always want to fit in a circle. You always want to fit in a circle until you taken advantage of, then you want to talk about how everybody did you dirty. And that's what niggas do. And so we're going to move on from that. We're going to move on from Dave Chappelle and Serena Williams, because we got to see, as long as they've been in position, they have done nothing for you. Nothing for you, nothing at all, period. And Dave Chappelle already wore a dress, and Serena Williams is with a white man, and she had a baby. And they about to get a divorce because he running her pockets right now. So just pay attention to that little shit right there, and you'll see that shit play out. But David Chappelle is not a hero, and he's not a national spokesman, all right? He's trying to get that Netflix shit popping because it ain't going to get canceled. That's all you got to know. Next thing I'm going to get into. The next thing I'm going to talk about, in which we all need to talk about, is depression. A lot of people are depressed right now. A lot of people are real depressed and they got fucking issues. You feel me? And this is what I'm going to say. A lot of you niggas be playing yourself. The reason why you be playing yourself is because y'all niggas not living in your own truth. And when you're not living in your own truth, you're going to always be depressed because you're not fucking happy. You're a sappy ass motherfucker. And that's where depression comes from. So I'm going to tell you niggas something one time. Depression don't got shit to do with you need drugs. Depression, it got to do with looking in your inner self and acknowledging your flaws. Depression comes from sometime realization. Like when you realize you ain't shit, or when you realize you're not at where you're supposed to be at, or when you realize you wasted a lot of time, that shit can make you depressing. When things don't work out in your favor. Sometimes some niggas get depressed because they don't get a pat on the back, or somebody don't tell them they love them. They want to be depressed in their feelings. Emotional niggas. That's what it's called. Because as a man, you got to pick yourself up, right? And you got to check yourself. Like I told you, you got to G-check yourself. When you G-check yourself, you never worried about another man correcting your errors because you have to correct your own errors. That's why we say positive education always creates elevation. Understand that. If you don't have peace within yourself, you're going to be a grumpy, bitter, and depressed ass motherfucker because you ain't got no peace. You have no peace, you have no life. Therefore, you deal with depression. And depression is the start of death. Because niggas that's depressed, they really want to die, but they don't got the heart. They don't got the heart to do the Michael Jordan off the roof of the building. See? They want to be depressed. But nigga, if you so depressed, do the Michael Jordan off the top of a building. All right? That's all you got to do. But when you living in his flesh, in his meat suit, you got to know how to utilize it to your proper advantage and enjoy this thing called life on this earth. And you'll see that the niggas that hate life or depressed is the niggas that don't do nothing with their life and they fucking miserable. And it's not hard to see. So let's talk about it. Let's get into how niggas have created a world for themselves of depression and put themselves in barricades. It's some niggas that's free, never been to jail, but they on lockdown right now. And I'm gonna tell you some of the elements of breaking out of that depression. Sometimes you just need to find you a match, all right? Sometimes you just need some good sex from a woman. Sometimes you need a woman's caressing. You need some love, nigga, some companionship. Sometimes you need to travel, clear your mind, get out the house. That's why you'll see most niggas that's depressed, they just in a house and they ain't got no bitch. It's simple remedies for this shit. You don't need no Prozac, you don't need no kind of pills. You need to get you a companion, right? And then you start making trips. Do something with your life first. See, when you do something with your life and you make moves and you go on your travels, then you can come back and say whether you're depressed or not. But when you ain't live life because you mad and you bitter and shit ain't going out your way, you always gonna be salty. And it's a lot of salty ass niggas and crunchy niggas on YouTube. But this the fact of the matter, we don't care. We don't care about some of you niggas' weak opinions and how you think and feel because you're dealing with feelings. And real G's don't deal with feelings, all right? real smart educational people don't deal with depression. Now I can get on here and talk a whole lot of proper English and I can talk as an intellectual, but that's not my style of play because niggas gonna get bored. So therefore, I have to turn up from time to time and entertain a crowd. And y'all know how we do when I get shit popping. But you got niggas that think they gonna critique other people like they so smart and wise when we know that these niggas are fools and they living in a depression, all right? So the first thing you gotta do, find somebody that love you, all right? Go on a date, nigga. Do something nice for yourself. Travel. Get out that box you living in. And then maybe you'll see life for what it is. Like, it's a pandemic. Shit is fucked up right now. But guess what? A nigga like me gonna keep his head up and I'm good every day. You feel me? Because I motivate myself. I don't need nobody to motivate me, or I don't need no nigga to tell me which way to go or what to do. See, a lot of y'all niggas, y'all be sitting and waiting because you waiting for somebody to put you on. You waiting for somebody to make your life better, and it ain't gonna happen. That's why you niggas be depressed. Because you put all your eggs in one basket and that basket fucking broke. Now you depressed, you sad. But the world is always shining and no 2 days are the same. Just know that, my nigga. No 2 days are the same. The shit you went through yesterday, tomorrow's totally different. You heard the cliche, we all got 24 hours in a day, but it's all on how you utilize your shit. And a lot of niggas, they don't know how to utilize their shit, so that's why they be fucking depressed. Because when all you do is sit behind a computer, right? And you just scan niggas' pages, and you scan everybody, see all the fun they having on Instagram, how niggas balling out, flashing money on you, traveling the globe. All you see is everybody having fun, doing their thing. After a while, as a loser, you become depressed. Because you taking in so much energy of other people living their life, and you ain't doing shit. So you just get depressed. And nobody loves you, and nobody even calls to check on you to see if you're all right. Because at the end of the day, you highly opinionated niggas really don't have no opinion that matters in the real world. That's why I say a lot of you niggas are delusional and you fucking going crazy in real time. And we see it. We see niggas losing their mind. Like everything I said yesterday, you seen niggas doing funny shit. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. If a nigga got a problem with me, if you got a problem with me, all you got to do is say my name 3 times. That's it. 3 times, nigga. Say my name 3 times. That's all you got to do. And I'll take care of the rest. I promise you. Because I'm not going for that little slick under the table shit niggas be saying because they mad. All right? And it's the 4NOFAME mafia, and niggas gonna play their position, and everybody know what's going on behind the scenes and in front of the camera. You dig? And what I'm trying to tell you is certain niggas mad because they got to get off the pot and they can't get back up. They have fallen and they can't get back up like that old white lady in the commercial. That's what's going on right now. I don't got to sit here I don't got to sit in front. Y'all niggas see what's going on. Niggas getting bitter. You got niggas talking about killing niggas in their comments. You got niggas mad because niggas are looking for other entertainment instead of being in their chat rooms. Who gives a fuck about a chat, nigga? Who gives a fuck about none of that? People want to hear what they want to hear, and people want to hear what's real. Because once you lame yourself out, you can't unlame yourself. That's what you niggas don't understand. Once you become a lame nigga, this ain't social media. You can't unlame yourself, and the people gonna see through it. Now let's get into this clout chasing shit. A lot of niggas built their channels off clout chasing. Dissing niggas. I'm talking about you had niggas going out their way, doing a lot of research to diss niggas. See, I'm not going to do no research to diss a nigga. But for niggas who do, that's up to you. I have no problem with that because it don't affect me. But I'm going to show you how niggas will put their energy into so much shit and then turn around and be a hypocrite. Niggas will put energy into doing federal work, federal investigations, pull a nigga whole background, a nigga whole card, and then use that to get views and then turn around and say they on clout chase. But this is my point. Certain niggas deserve to be put in their place. Don't get it fucked up. Certain niggas deserve to be exposed, right? But the point of the matter is, why are you exposing the nigga? And see, let's be real. A lot of niggas was doing exposing for clout. They was exposing niggas for traction. And the reason why I'm gonna prove it, because they exposed. See, a lot of niggas have exposed niggas, but then they took their foot off the gas. You see, they were so-called exposing niggas, but they took their foot off their neck. See, when you expose a nigga, but then you let them live, and that same nigga you was exposing now is doing better than you, that means you did it for clout. You didn't expose a nigga to end his career. You did not expose a nigga, and you didn't keep your feet on a nigga neck because he was a real foul nigga. You exposed a nigga for some clout and YouTube views. That's what a lot of you niggas did. But when I speak on a nigga, I'm addressing nigga. I'm gonna address his fuck shit. When I speak, I'm addressing niggas, and then I'm gonna leave that shit alone. Yeah, I might poke here and there, cause niggas still moving foul. That's to let them niggas know, nigga, you still moving foul, and I'm gonna poke you every now and then. But I'm not gonna go out my way to check a nigga background, government name, where a nigga work at, all this nigga. I ain't doing all that. But some niggas do that, and they done it, and they did it for clout. And they want to sit here and tell you they don't do shit for clout. When you expose a nigga, and then you let that man grow, and you let his channel grow past yours, obviously you did it for clout, and the shit ain't work. And you gave him more clout. See, some of y'all, I told you, some of y'all was wasting so much time putting energy in the niggas, them niggas blew past you. And now you feeling kind of salty. You feeling kind of hurt. Because your traction has slowed down. And you can't be the poster child for fuckery, and then when it's all said and done, you want to be Martin Luther King. The shit don't work like that. You got to take it how you gave it. You take it, you get it in blood, nigga, you take it in blood. But we ain't going for all that little slick talk and all that, because we see very clear what's going on. We see very clear, and niggas exposing themselves. Salute to the chat. Let the chat shine. Get that money always on the pull-up. Shout out to everybody from East Coast, the West Coast, Midwest, down south, everywhere in between. Y'all know what time it is. We lit. Early in the morning, we're going to set the day off and let everybody else fall in line. You hear me? Because the early bird get the worm. And I'm always on my grind. And at the same time, my ear's always to the street. But I got a lot of shit going on. You heard? So we in the building. Let's get it. King Twin. That's how we do over here. We don't deal with all that hate. We don't deal with all that bullshit. We can hate if niggas want to hate. But see, my thing is say names, nigga. When I got a problem, I'm going to say a nigga name. I say names, nigga. Because you know why? That's when I want to finish you. If I say your name, nigga, I want to finish you because you got to go. You know why? Because you've been violating. You's a grimy nigga, and you just take, and you very disrespectful, and you violate the whole race, so you gotta go. That's my purpose, nigga. But I'm not gonna sit here and worry about what another nigga got going on, or how a nigga get his money, or how a nigga views look. I don't give a fuck about that. I do that to prove a point, nigga. That a lot of you niggas thought you was gonna be making money, living in paradise, and you thought you had a little name, but now your little name is fading. And you might be the fucking clown of the internet, and you mad. A lot of you niggas are salty, and that's your own problem. And I get back into some more of that, because right now I'm about to lead into all of this. And what I'm about to lead into is the 4 devils. Some of y'all know about the 4 devils. Some of y'all don't. But we're gonna talk about the 4 devils. And how they come in different shapes and forms, fashions. They come under different circumstances, but they always around. You feel me? And those 4 devils are jealousy, hatred, envy, and lust. It's always going to be somebody dealing with that. Some niggas deal with all 4. You see, a jealous nigga, that's a nigga that can't accomplish or obtain what he wants or he desires. A jealous nigga is one who can't accomplish or obtain what the next man had. So he always gonna be in a state of jealousy. Like petty shit. Nigga jealous cause you got a girl, your girl look better. Nigga jealous cause you got a car. Nigga could be jealous cause you got a crib and your shit on fleek. Nigga could be jealous because everybody loved you when you step on the block. Niggas just love you. Everybody show you love. You feel me? Some niggas that hate you, like you don't gotta have nothing, and niggas can still be jealous of you because they ain't you. And a lot of this jealousy come disguised as friends. It come disguised as the nigga you grew up with. You feel me? Sometimes you could be in a relationship with a female and she could be jealous of you, hating on you, so you can't prosper. But when I'm talking about this jealousy, I'm talking about in the hood and how black niggas got jealousy deep in their veins. So when they see somebody else winning, they always got to say something negative. When they see somebody else doing something, going in the right direction, they got to say something opposite. Jealousy. It's always going to be them niggas. Never going to co-sign what's right. Some niggas always got to go left, right? That's why they get banged on. Niggas who go left eventually always get banged on. That's just how the shit go. Because they don't want to do what's right. They don't want to acknowledge what's right. Or matter of fact, sometimes they just don't know how to shut the fuck up. Because sometimes shutting up is the best teacher, all right? So we're going to talk about it. The next devil we're going to get into is hatred. And how some niggas have deep hate in their blood. Malice. Animosity. Wishing death and failure on people. And where that malice come from, you got to understand, in the animosity, a lot of niggas hate themselves. A lot of people hate themselves. That's why they can't look in the mirror. When you see a motherfucker come outside and they look reckless or they look crazy or they look out of pocket, it's because that person ain't checked themselves in the mirror before they came outside. That's why you got that boog in your nose. That's why you got that crust in your eye. That's why your gear ain't matching right. You ain't looking in the mirror. You ain't checking yourself when you come outside. And a lot of niggas, they got deep hatred in their heart because they hate their life. I'm going to be real. Some niggas got hatred, animosity from how they grew up. Some niggas still got hate because they was joked on in school. Some niggas still hold grudges from when they was beat up in school. Beat up after school, you know, clown. Some niggas got beat up on freshman day. They still got them grudges and they got hate towards certain people because they never got over that hate. It's just like racism. I don't have to waste time hating on another race because that's not going to benefit me. When you waste time hating on somebody else, you taking away from yourself because the person you hating on, guess what they doing? They living their best life. That's all you got to know. When you hating on somebody, they living their best life and there's nothing you can do about it. That's why hate don't get you nowhere. And a lot of niggas got hate, malice, and animosity deep in their chest and deep in their veins, my nigga. They never gonna want to see you win. They always gonna have something negative to say. That's why you'll see these are the people don't shit never work for them. I know some niggas so fucking, I call them certified fuck ups. You can get them niggas everything and they still gonna fuck it up. You can give the niggas all the money they need. You can get a nigga the spot. You can get a nigga whatever he need and they gonna still fuck it up. And guess what they gonna do? They gonna have the excuse on why they fucked up. Because some niggas are born to be failures. Like I said, it's a lot of stars in the sky. Some stars will always shine brighter than others, and there's nothing you can do about it, nigga. You can hate all you want. Some stars will shine brighter and better than other stars in the sky. Just come out at night, you'll see what I'm talking about. And everybody ain't got the juice. So that'll make a nigga hate too when he ain't got the juice. He ain't got what it takes to make the people love him or like him, so he mad. And the nigga dripping in whack juice. That's why you gotta watch out for the haters. And I mean that. I'm talking about niggas that want your spot and really don't like you. But they wanna act like they like you when it's convenient. And that's another thing I'm gonna talk about, letting dusty ass niggas on your platform. Because you got a lot of niggas that think when you put in that work and you build up your platform, they just gonna come on your shit and try to shine and milk you for your followers. And I'm gonna tell you niggas, that's a lame technique too. Put your own work in, build your own shit up, build your own company. Now, when you see me link up with some other niggas, you're gonna see company mergers, right? You're gonna see me take my brand and we're gonna merge. That's how we're gonna get money. That's how we're gonna be international. But you got niggas that like, you heard me yesterday talk about these roaches that wait for crumbs to fall off the table. You got niggas that wait for you to make the table, create the platform, and they think they just gonna jump on your platform and be all up in your sauce. You feel me? For their advantage. And like I'm gonna tell you niggas, that's how a lot of you niggas be lambing your show out. I'm gonna be real. Stop letting clown niggas on your platform to fuck up your show and fuck up your brand, because that make real niggas don't want to watch your shit. I'm gonna be real. I told you niggas yesterday, when I hear certain niggas' voice, log off. That's it. So I'm gonna get back into what I was talking about, and now we're gonna go into envy. You know, like the DJ Envy. So that shows you what type of nigga he is when he called himself Envy, because that's one of the four devils. And it sound cool and it sound cute, but that's one of the four devils. And a person that's envy is a person that always want what somebody else has. They want exactly what you got. You learned this shit from when you was a kid. When you had that motherfucker, they don't want the toy until they see you with the toy. Then they want that toy. Then they want to cry and do all this extra shit because they want the same toy you got, but they didn't want that toy till they seen you pick up that toy. And when you picked up them Legos, you built some shit that he couldn't even build with his own Legos. So now he got mad and want to knock your castle over. See, you learned this as a kid. Some niggas is going to grow up to be real envious. And a nigga that's envious is a nigga that just don't got it. Because a person dealing with envy is going to always want what somebody else got. They want your life. They want your wife. They want everything. They want everything. You, not what they can get on it. They want everything you got. And then some niggas think if they hold on to your coattail, or you got your homeboys think because they hang around you every day, they gonna get what's yours. And I'm gonna tell you niggas this, I learned this too, in the drug game. You got some niggas that hang around you and they just waiting for you to die, go to jail so they can take your shoes as the top dog. And they want your bitch. So you know how niggas get locked up and they be mad because niggas be fucking with their bitch? Nigga, he wanted your bitch the whole time. He was just waiting for you to go to jail. But you thought he was your homeboy. But you don't understand is some of your homeboys are chilling with you because they want your life and they wait. As soon as you fail, they're going to step right in your life and try to be daddy to your kid. They're going to try to play the uncle role. They're going to be smashing your baby mother. You feel me? They're going to try to get with all your old connects and plugs. They're going to try to run the hood. They're going to try to be you. Just know that. If you're doing your thing and you got a lame nigga around you or a nigga that's not active, he's waiting to take your spot. And I seen this happen in real time with lame niggas around me because they wanted my spot. And I had to tell niggas straight up, I'm not playing with none of you niggas. Because niggas play that bro shit, bro this and bro that. But the whole time, them niggas want to be you. They want to be the bro. You heard? And some niggas are willing to play their position for as long as they got to, just for that day they could be around when you fall, nigga, so they can have your life. These are envy niggas. These are the envious ones. You know, like Fat Joe, when he said jealous ones still envy, then you'll understand why he was hating on Pun the whole time. Don't get it fucked up. Pun is that nigga. Y'all put a lot of emphasis on Joe, but y'all forget about Pun. When Pun was the nigga packing the max in the back of the act, pistol whipping niggas, putting niggas in trunks, letting that hammer fly, you feel me? We don't talk about Pun. We want to keep talking about Joe, but I'm going to talk about Pun, nigga. Because Joe stands for jealous one's envy, and he showed you. He envied Pun the whole time, right? When Pun died, he did not do right by his family, right? Yeah, I thought so. Because Fat Joe always been a hating ass nigga, and he never want nobody to be bigger than him. That's why he hated on Cuban Links too. And he put a hit on Cuban Links, got his food ate, and we know that Cuban Links was Big Pun right-hand man. So if you love Pun like you say you was, like you did, you would at least gave his man a pass. Because wasn't nothing to kill Fat Joe from giving Cuban Links a pass or just let him or Joe could have just gave him an old-fashioned beat down with his own two hands. He did not eat that man food. He ate that man food because he know a lot of bitches loved Cuban Links at that time. Cuban Links was a fly nigga. Joe hated that. He hated that Cuban Link got more shine than him, and he ordered niggas to eat his food. Simple. He's a hater. Period. Jealous ones still envy. Jealous ones envy. That's his name. I'm showing you envious niggas that'll be around you, be around your family, be around your household, be in your life every day. But when shit hit the fan, them niggas ain't gonna be there because they want your life. That's period. But some of you niggas don't comprehend that. That's why you always gonna be on the back burner. That's why you always gonna be a flunky, nigga. That's it. Envy. One of the four devils. Now I'm gonna talk about lust. And how a lot of you niggas be lusting. And lusting is an overwhelming desire. A lot of you niggas got desires of things that you can't even have and you can't control. But you lust for these things. Like a lot of you niggas be lusting for this YouTube success, nigga. You be lusting for material things. You want to live in a mansion like Young Pharaoh and them niggas. You want a pretty backyard. And you think YouTube gonna get you there. And your lust will have you do anything to get where you gotta go. A lot of you niggas got caught up being focused on shit you can't even have. And then my whole point is some niggas be focused on shit that if you get it, like I'm gonna tell you this, a dumb nigga, like I said, he can get the success, but then he ain't gonna know what to do with it. He can get the spotlight, but then he gonna blow it. You can give a lame nigga everything, but he not gonna have the mental capability to sustain himself without falling a victim. And a lot of niggas fall victim to lust. Chasing women, chasing fame, chasing all the material objects you think gonna make you a man and somebody gonna respect you. But like I said, niggas don't respect you because niggas don't respect individuals that don't get it on their own and don't have a pure heart. You see, I'm gonna sum it all up. The killer for devils, nigga, you gotta have a pure heart. And when you kill a devil, you gotta take their head. And you gotta have a heart to take a devil head. Meaning, you gotta G-check yourself and calm your ego and kill them four devils within you. When you kill them devils within you, you'll start glowing and you'll start feeling better. And you'll start seeing things different. But until you check them devils within you, you're gonna be walking around dealing with them four devils, and basically you're gonna be living on an animal level. Because a lot of you niggas are on an animal level. That's why you always in your feelings. You feel me? You don't have no intellect. You deal with your feelings. All right? That's why you can't grow. That's why you heard about the saying of some of y'all are Negroes because you're only gonna grow to the knee. You're never gonna grow past that level. You're always gonna be a small-minded individual. You don't have wisdom. A lot of you niggas think because you run your fucking mouth, your opinion means something, but it means nothing, nigga. In the world of reality, it means nothing. Because you're dealing with jealousy, hatred, envy, and lust, and deep down inside, you do not want to see the next man successful unless you got your hands in a pot. And that's the problem in the hood, and it's gonna always happen. That's why some niggas gonna stay strapped, because we already know it's always gonna be haters in the hood, and niggas ain't never gonna get along, see? Some niggas will always get pistol whipped and shot at. It's a fact. Disclaimer. Because niggas don't want to see the next man shine or win. You got some good brothers from the hood that all they want to do is get out and do something great for themselves, but then you always gonna have a nigga don't want to see you do that, and they gonna throw slick comments. And they gonna talk behind your back, and they gonna try to turn people against you. All because they not in the spotlight and they blew their chance. That's it. The nigga Eminem told you, dumb niggas, you only get one shot, and a lot of you niggas, y'all blew it already, all right? You blew it. That's just what it is. It's a new day and time. I'm gonna prove something else to you niggas. You seen every company in America revamp themselves. Every brand, every TV show, you seen every company reinvent itself and rebrand itself in this millennium because the world is going in a new direction. That's why anything you try to do old is not going to work. Whatever you did that got you popping is not going to work no more. That's for rappers, entertainers, whoever the fuck you are, your company. Everything has to be revamped right now. We're going into a new world for you niggas that don't know. The new world is based on new concepts, new ideas, digital technology, cryptocurrency. That's what I'm trying to tell you niggas. Everything is changing. So you have to change your brand. What you was doing before, it's not going to work now. because they have changed the playing field. I've been trying to tell you niggas this shit for months, but niggas don't listen because they just think niggas be clout chasing. When I dropped the shit 5G technology, super thug matrix, I was telling niggas that all that gangster shit is over with. And it's a fraud. That's the matrix that you caught up in, the false reality that one day you're going to be a super gangster, sell a lot of drugs and make it. It's over with. It's been over with. It's been over since this pandemic. And that's why I'm going to get into this next topic of how y'all know when I dropped the video, y'all seen a video of that man that was dragging that woman by her pocketbook, strangling and fighting for a pocketbook. Y'all saw that. Mask on, hoodie on, y'all saw it. But the nigga got caught. They got his identity. Now, this is my point. How the fuck they got his identity with a hoodie on and a mask, and we couldn't even see his face, but 5G technology has caught that man. And what I'm trying to tell you is, how the fuck could they find that man but all these black women missing, all these black teens missing? Because they find who they want to find. But I'm telling you, with this 5G technology, nigga, you can't do shit. So when you see that nigga beat her up with the mask on, he had the hoodie on, we know we cannot see his face when he hopped on that bike. But 5G technology cracked that nigga cold, pulled his face up. They got that nigga government name, and they looking for that nigga right now. Because I was trying to tell you niggas that gangster shit is over with. That's what I was talking about with that super thug matrix. That's the niggas that got in their mind they gonna do a whole lot of gangster shit and be prosperity. No, you're not gonna get prosperity from being gangster no more, nigga. Smart is the new gangster. All the real criminals are online right now, doing online activity. $1 million scams, allegedly. That's why you see America is going to be selling the weed, all right? All the weed is going to be legal, so therefore, it'll be no more niggas selling weed no more. Or if you selling weed, you just going to have the trash. Because everything is being controlled. That's what I'm trying to tell you niggas. Why you think you can't say what you want to say on YouTube no more? Before, you could say what the fuck you want to say. Now you can't say it. It's being controlled. I'm showing you little examples how everything is changing in your face. Like right now, a nigga could curse me out in my comments, say all type of crazy shit. It's going to get blocked automatically. They're going to take it out because they're already on it. They got this shit programmed. So like when you hear algorithm, that means it's certain names already programmed, words into the computer that's in a national database that they can tap into whenever they want. Know who's saying it, know where it's trending, and this is how they know how the people are thinking. This is the new world. It's nothing you can do now that's going to be unknown, unseen, or unheard, unless you're moving off the radar. But in this world of 5G technology, nigga, crime is over with. That's what I've been trying to tell you niggas. But my point is that they caught that nigga that beat that woman, and we know he had on a hoodie. We couldn't see his face, but they got that nigga name. No, they got his whole shit, and they looking for him right now. And I'm going to say it again. It also proves that somebody is snatching up all these black teens and black women going missing because nobody can find them. Like the white boy that killed his girlfriend, they didn't find him. They still don't know where he at, but they found the nigga that was masked up, hoodied up. They found that nigga. So I'm trying to show you how they pick and choose, and I'm showing you how this is a new world we in. You niggas got to get with the times. That street shit is over with. That's why niggas had to come and correct the street narrative to let niggas know the ins and outs of what's really going on in this street shit. And right now, the streets is very entertaining. You know why? Because niggas that didn't live that street life, they getting entertainment out the shit now because it's all online. And that's why you got a lot of chatty patty niggas. You got niggas that never touched their soil in no street, not one time. They making a lot of opinions on street activity. Like their opinion matter. That's why I be telling you niggas, a lot of you niggas' opinions don't even matter. You say a lot of shit, you comment a lot, but deep down inside, we know you a sucker and you never sold no drugs, you never shot no gun, you never cooked no work, you never did nothing. You never even won a fist fight, all right? A lot of you niggas never did nothing in the street, but you got a lot of comments for the street. That's why today you niggas getting exposed, all right? Because all you really got is jealousy, hate, and envy, and lust in your heart because you're not a winner and you a fucking loser. That's why you're going to always be a doja and you got to wait for another man to move so you can make your moves. Some niggas just can't do it on their own, but they got a lot of mouth. You see, the loudest one is the weakest one. Niggas told you that. The nigga that always got opinions, something to say, he's really a coward. We know the wise man, the shooter, the nigga that'll lay you down is the nigga that's quiet. You feel me? So when niggas get to explaining themselves, that's when I know you already lost. Salute to the chat. You see what's going on. Get that money. You know how we do. Veronica Job is always on the pull up. Yeah, we family round here. I told you we family round here. That's how we do. Real niggas in the front, cowards in the back. You heard? Y'all niggas play the background. Y'all niggas play peekaboo and all that. But you gonna learn something today. Let's go. All right. Another thing I want to speak on is this curfew shit. I need somebody to tell me, are we still on lockdown? And if we on lockdown, what level are we on? Because I don't even know what the fuck going on. Last time I heard we was in phase 1, 2, whatever. We was in these phases, but we see that niggas stop even keeping us on point with what phase we in. Like right now, we just stuck in the middle. We don't even know what phase we in. You feel me? And I'm trying to show you this is a game they've been playing. How you got grown people with a curfew. But when I look out, I see people walking around and doing whatever the fuck they want to do. It seemed to me like only the hood and the black community is on lockdown when I really look at the big picture. And for some reason, all these numbers getting put on us. And like I said, right now we dealing with attack of the race, meaning people are attacking our character, our morals and principles. You see, you gotta know about how Hitler did his thing. Before he slaughtered the Jews, they was campaigning and disrespecting them for a long time. They was campaigning to make the Jews look horrible. They was bashing them. They was making them look like savages. They was doing slander campaigns. Hitler promoted slander campaigns on the Jews for a whole lot of years before he put that working on them. Because he wanted to sway public opinion on how people looked at the Jews, so when they get slaughtered, nobody would come to their defense. And we see the same thing happening in the black community. You see the hood getting slandered. You see black people getting slandered, disrespected on every level, slaughtered, and nobody's coming to their defense. That's why I keep telling you a lot of this shit is over. I joke, I laugh, but that's just to mix it up. You feel me? But the truth of the reality is I'm straight, I'm good, and I got love for my people. And sometimes I can't sleep good because I know my niggas in the hood going through it. I know my people's going through it. And the ones that's not going through it, they don't even know what they're about to face. Because I'm going to tell you again, the nigga Creepy Joe, Moneybag Joe, he got a personal vendetta out right now. And he doing part 2 from when they came in the first time. You see, when they came in the first time, they didn't finish the job. But he's back to complete the job. That's why you see niggas on lockdown. And I'm going to get into the infrastructure bill for those who don't know exactly what it is. This whole infrastructure shit is basically a new form of slavery, all right? You know, you heard about back in the day, slavery, indentured servant. Well, look at it, something like indentured servant. All these bridges got to get built. All of these 5G towers got to get built. A lot of things you already see in your hood. You done seen the projects get rebuilt. You done seen all this low income housing in your hood, your neighborhoods looking all pretty and nice. You see what's going on. But I'm going to get into that too. A lot of these new housing you see is not for niggas in the hood. When you see them building up these new apartments for low housing, just know a lot of that is for the rainbow community and people with mental issues. And you got to also understand that people in the rainbow community are claiming mental issues so they can get a bag and a check from the government and get them a crib. So you got to know the game that's being played. See, when you see a lot of this new housing in your hood, it's not for that black woman and her kids that need help. It's not for that struggling black family that both of y'all work, y'all got a lot of kids, and y'all need to make ends meet. No, those cribs are not for you. Now, mark my words. All those new cribs you see in your community, in your hood, from city to city, they are for outsiders. They are basically for the rainbow community, and they are for so-called disabled people. That's it. They're not really for families. We see in East New York, They just built a $425 million building. And only a certain amount of them buildings are for mentally challenged people. But what I'm trying to tell you is, with this rainbow shit, they have finessed the bag. They have flipped everything around. That's why you kept hearing about Black Lives Matter. And you heard that the lady was a lesbian, allegedly, or she lives that life, that rainbow life. Basically, you heard about how the Rainbow Coalition was intertwined with Black Lives Matter, and that's an actual fact. That's why the rainbow people are going to take all the rights that black people had, and it's going to go to them. That's a fact. So now a person that's in the rainbow community, them and their loved one can go to welfare and get a family plan. And on that family plan, they're going to get what? Housing, stamps, Medicaid. But what I'm trying to tell you is when they get their housing, they moving up in them new shits. They moving up in them new joints the government just built. They're going to move up in the new joints. They're going to get all the full benefits. Because now, if you in the rainbow world and say you becoming a transsexual and you in between sexes, that's considered, that's dealing with mental. So they can get medication and treatment and have to see doctors for that until they make their transition to the other sex. My point is, that's the new welfare system. And the new welfare system is only here to help foreigners and out of towners. Like when you see them Ghani people that came from Afghan, they gonna get on them programs, they gonna get that welfare money, and they gonna get in them new cribs. When you see them Haitians, they gonna get the new benefits, they going in them new cribs. That's what all, worldwide, we have been seeing new luxury projects being built. And I'm trying to tell you, they are not for no black families. So you could take it or leave it. They changed the playing field and they put everybody in position. Therefore, when you look up, whenever this shit is over with, when you look up, nigga, it's gonna be a whole musical chairs. Your whole hood gonna be different. Everywhere you go gonna be different. It's gonna be new restrictions, 5G towers, all type of shit, and you gotta get in where you fit in. So that's why I'm gonna go back into the infrastructure bill, and I'm gonna show you niggas how that's the new slavery. Now you gotta go back for a minute. After they freed us in 1865, after slavery, it was a thing called Reconstruction. And Reconstruction was because after the Civil War, the country was so fucked up all over. They fucked up the country. They did it on purpose, for real. They fucked up the whole country, and they had to rebuild the whole country. And when they had to rebuild the whole country, this program was called Reconstruction. But really, it was a way to channel new money into America. And it was also to kind of put black people back in their place after slavery, because they knew after slavery, niggas would just be walking the land, and niggas will also have opportunities to start their own business. Niggas will have a chance to start buying land. So when they came with the Reconstruction plan, that was another way to put some niggas back in slavery and had niggas working and building the country back up all over again. You see, after the country got tore down, after the Civil War, niggas built it back up to sum it all up. Niggas had to build it back up, all right? Just like right now, after this pandemic and these crises we've been seeing, they need niggas to build it back up. They need niggas to put that labor in. Now, I'm gonna rewind to something else a lot of niggas miss. For those who into politics, y'all remember when Trump was in office and he told you that the nigga Joe want to take a whole lot of money and buy old buildings. He want to reinvest in buildings and waste a lot of money on bullshit buildings across America. Y'all don't remember he told you that? Well, he told you that. He told you Joe want to take a lot of money and rebuild buildings and waste a lot of bread. And then you'll see after Trump went out of office, a couple months after that, you'll see in Florida where that old building fell. Remember that old building that fell on all them people? And you started seeing a lot of buildings collapsing in New York. You started seeing buildings falling. Well, these are some of the buildings that's going to be rebuilt. And when Trump was telling you, you ain't him, he said, Joe want to put money into old buildings. So now you see old buildings collapsing. You seeing buildings being burnt. You seeing all type of funny shit. And you seeing bridges got to be built. You're seeing old bridges collapsing, and old bridges have to be built. And I'm going to tell you why. Part of that is because of the new world. All right, let's go to Amazon real quick. We see Amazon is one of the #1 companies on the stock market that niggas are making rich. And Amazon is now at a high demand all over the world. That's kind of why they got to build all these new bridges and new roads, because the logistics of the digital world is stepping up the game. So that's why you're going to see in your hood, your city, your town, your state, is new bridges being built and remodeled. And guess who got to do the work? Niggas. Because it's already been a bag put in place for the infrastructure bill. And what niggas don't understand is a lot of these crackers and people in power already took their money off the top. They said the infrastructure plan is based on trillions of dollars, right? And it was money already invested in bricks, the metals that need to be used to build these things. It's a lot of money invested in water because they know niggas slaving, gonna need water. Therefore, the water economy has boosted. So anybody got money invested in water is gonna make a lot of money. Or if you got some money, invest in water. They have invested in water, drinking water, water bottles, metals, bricks, and they invested in all the material needed to build these bridges. What I mean by that is that money has already been distributed and split up amongst multiple companies and contractors. And we also see that a lot of niggas didn't have companies to get none of that money as a contractor. So we know a lot of that money went to foreign entities. It went to other people. It didn't come to the black community as contractors. See, when you niggas go work on bridges, you're going to be laborers. You're going to do hard labor. You're going to put on that yellow jacket, that neon shit, and they want you to break your fucking back. And these are the only jobs they're going to really have on the market for the next couple years. That's why you probably see in your hood, in your town, it's niggas already doing that work right now, walking around with them jackets on, and you're going to see little pop-up shops, little pop-up companies advertising for you to get down and join with the infrastructure plan. And I'm gonna tell you this, it's a lot of black people, a lot of black corporation, boule members, they in position and they got the bag and they distributing the bag according to how niggas come to work. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The bag has already been put out there. And they only saying the only way a nigga can make some money, he gotta do hard labor now, like back in the day. So it's coming down to this. If you don't have your own company or your own business, they just want you to do hard labor. Whatever's not hard labor, it's going to be computer work. That's why people, niggas around the world who live out of town, anybody who know about Walmart, y'all remember when Walmart had 20 lines open, 10, 15 lines open. Now Walmart only got like 1, 2, 3 lines. That's it. And we know they got the self-checkout. But you also got to remember, they always do the first test run in Walmart because Walmart is a government store. Walmart is the government. That's what niggas don't know. And my people in the military know that. The same products that's in Walmart are on military bases in a commissary. That's why Walmart got the cheapest prices in America. You will never top Walmart prices because Walmart is the government. You understand that? You got to understand what's going on. That's why Walmart was the first place to put self-checkout in their stores. And they did a test run for the past year, and they know that now they don't need a lot of employees. So therefore, that's 10 to 15 people with no job, all because of self-checkout. I've been in Taco Bell recently. Taco Bell got it as well. Taco Bell got where you can digitally order your shit, and you walk up to the counter, your shit ready. And we also know they're about to make the big Taco Bells where it's going to be like a little tower. They're going to cook your shit upstairs, and when they send it to you, they're just going to roll it down a ramp and you pick it up. And what I'm trying to tell you is, y'all remember back in the day when you went to fast food, it was 5 lines, 4 lines, shit was packed, mad people working. They don't need that no more. They can run a McDonald's with like 4 people now. They can run a Wendy's with 4 or 5 people now. They don't need all that. I'm telling you, niggas are replaced with computers. They only need niggas for hard labor. That's why if you don't have your own business, if you don't have a tax ID, nigga, if you don't have your own company, you basically gonna be considered a slave. Because only a man of business could move at free will. You feel me? Only a business person. See, like before this pandemic, if you was in business, you can go anywhere and nobody can question you. You can go to Japan, you can go to China, you can work a deal in Africa before the pandemic. You see, now you can't move around like that no more. because you're on lockdown, because they don't want you doing no business. That's part of this whole shit. Why you think these rap niggas can't go on tour? They don't want them making no more money. They don't want them establishing no more relationships that can benefit them. Because you got to remember something. Y'all forgot about when Nip died, the type of shit he was on. See, the shit Nip was on, Nipsey Hussle, he was putting niggas on point, and they didn't want that. He was trying to wake the rappers up and wake people up with that crypto business. He was trying to let niggas know shit is going in a different direction, and y'all niggas just waiting on show money and things of that nature ain't gonna cut it. That's why we can look at it now and see that if any rapper would invested money around the time when Nip was living, they would be paid right now. You see, anybody who made the right investments before the pandemic, they paid right now. They straight. Because that currency has flipped over and a percentage has came out already. But when Nip was trying to tell niggas that, that's why he had to go. You got to remember, see, long as Nip was talking about rolling 60 neighborhood crip, and long as he was talking about banging and all that, it was good money. As soon as that man started trying to talk some real shit, real knowledge, information that's going to help the black race, that's when Nip had to go in the ground. You feel me? And you also got to understand that people conspired against that man. And like I told you with this 5G technology, them niggas only know what they want to know. They can know this, they can know that. But when it comes to certain things, they don't know what happened. And this is the game that they play on us. So what I'm trying to tell you is Nip was trying to put niggas on to the new digital world that we in right now. That's why niggas like him had to go, because they know niggas like him and his voice, he would be putting niggas on and educating people to what's really going on. And it's all about the digital world, and the best kept secret is the black race. Keep them niggas dumb, keep them quiet. Don't let them wake up. That's the secret, that's the game. And to the point where we see the entertainers get spanked because they know those niggas got money to make the changes, but they don't got the brains. That's why it's always gonna be a detachment of the rich niggas and the poor niggas, which is also known as the upper class boule and the niggas from the hood. It's always gonna be a beef, and that's another beef created from slavery, like I told y'all. The rich against the bad, poor, or the house nigga against the field nigga, which is really the bougie nigga against the hood nigga now. That's it. That's it. So like I said, it's the hood niggas or the field niggas that know how to get through this shit. They got the muscle, the wits, and the know how to win. The house nigga, all they know how to do is follow orders and wait for massa. That's why you're gonna see some niggas still got that wait on master mentality. They just don't wait on master, the white man. Some niggas have made other niggas their master, and they wait on their master to tell them what to do. He who controls the bag controls the people. That's why you see a lot of false prophets out here and a lot of false fabrications, and niggas be looking for somebody to follow because they want a savior. But if your savior ain't teach you about this 5G technology and what's really going on, y'all niggas are lost. Y'all lost. And I'm gonna explain something else. Why you think you could talk about anything in the world, but when you start talking too much about technology and what's really going on, that's when you gotta go. Because put it like this, we made Amazon rich, we made Facebook rich, and we made Apple rich. And those are the three on top of the stock market. I told y'all before. Every day when niggas with they dumb shit on Facebook, going live, all that killing, all that stupid shit, just know it's niggas that get paid, they get big checks every quarterly off your fuck shit. Because niggas are the human energy that they need to keep the whole world going, all right? None of these apps work until niggas get on them. Let's prove it. We know Craigslist been out before niggas got on it. But when niggas got on Craigslist, what happened? Craigslist went through the roof, and eventually it got shut down because niggas was doing a whole bunch of activity on Craigslist. It got shut down. But Craigslist wasn't shit until niggas made it pop. But everybody who invested in Craigslist, they already cashed out. They going up out of here. Next, back page. Backpage wasn't shit until niggas made it pop. And a lot of people don't know Backpage was out just as long as Craigslist, but Backpage wasn't ever popping because niggas wasn't on Backpage. But we know once all the bitches around America started selling that box on Backpage, we know Backpage went through the roof because black people are the engine that make everything work, that everybody gets paid off of. Facebook. Facebook was made for college kids to stay in contact with each other. That's what Mark really made it for. But what happened? Once niggas got on Facebook, Facebook went to a whole nother level, and now it's a $1 billion company because niggas couldn't stay on Facebook every day gossiping and talking about bullshit and hating. But my point is, people are rich breaking bread to this day because they was the early investors in the Facebook. And niggas are the human engines that make Facebook work. That's why we seen Instagram. I remember when Instagram first came out. And niggas remember you only can access Instagram through certain things. But we see when Instagram and Facebook connected and hooked up because it was big bags invested. Niggas got on Instagram. Everybody who invested in Instagram, they got fucking rich. Niggas on Instagram to this day going live and don't get a penny off Instagram. Now don't get it fucked up. These are networks we need to use, but I'm showing you how niggas are rich. I'm not niggas. I'm talking about the individuals who started these companies are rich as fuck, and they got paid off of niggas pushing buttons, scrolling. You feel me? Downloading. That's how they getting rich now. That's the new world. That's what I'm telling you. While you trying to sell drugs, while you doing this, that, and the third, is people getting paid for doing nothing. And they getting paid off niggas' energy. Because if you don't get on that app, nigga, that shit don't generate no revenue. They don't get no endorsements. You see, like when you online and you see them, all them endorsements popping out at you, yeah, niggas got paid off them endorsements. $1 million have been done for you to see them ads that you seeing. But you ain't got nothing to do with that. Because all you know how to do is type and gossip and talk shit. You don't understand that there's money being made off you every day by logging on. So my point is, if niggas really want to shut down America, all they got to do is log off, don't go shopping for a whole week straight, and shit'll crumble. That's all niggas got to do for 1 week. Don't sign on to nothing. Don't tweet. Don't chirp. Don't shop for a whole week, and they'll start bugging out like, what the fuck is going on? What is the world coming to an end? They'll start panicking because the stock market will start playing with numbers and it'll start jumping. So we're going to talk business right now. We're going to talk money. And we're going to talk about how black people are the engine behind everything and nothing work without us. And the biggest kept secret is, shh, don't tell them niggas. And you got niggas in position that's going to keep playing on roles, selling you bogus dreams and ideas. That's just what it is. Now let's go to YouTube. YouTube was originally for when you had your phone and you was out in the world and you took some pictures and you wanted to put it on YouTube and tell the story about your pictures. It was really about people to film their private lives and just basically the same shit you filmed on your phone. YouTube was made for you to edit it and put it on YouTube. Your family pictures, things of that nature. Whatever you had going on in your life. That's what YouTube was originally for. But we see once niggas got on YouTube, it became something totally different. And it's a lot of money being made. I remember when YouTube didn't have ads. I remember it didn't have censorship. But when we see executives controlling the bag of YouTube, we see that they're making a lot of money off this shit. And they're making more money off this shit than a rap game now. Why? Because niggas are on here every day and niggas keep this shit going. That's why I made the video before, nigga, you work for YouTube. Like, I work for YouTube right now, or you could say I'm doing business with YouTube. But at the end of the day, YouTube controls the bag. They control what I say. I can't get on here and say whatever I want. I can't talk about whatever because I'm going to get shut down. Therefore, that means I'm not the boss when I'm on YouTube. But my company is on YouTube. But when I take my company somewhere else, I'm still a boss. That's why I keep telling you dumb niggas, it ain't just about eating on YouTube. Because this is just one bag, and it's just you in business with YouTube. That's it. That's why they get a percentage of your super chat. They're gonna take that off the rip. Give me that. They're gonna tax you like off the rip because this they shit. But they didn't start doing all of this till niggas got on here. It was no such thing as a super chat a couple years ago. You heard? It was a time when you couldn't get monetized on this shit. But since niggas got on here with our strength, our wits, our know-how, and our swag, we turned YouTube into something totally different. And just creating a whole bunch of revenue, and niggas ain't got nothing, no money invested in YouTube, period. So when I hear niggas talking their little jazzy talk, I just want to explain that a nigga can always give his opinion, but to the big scale, his opinion ain't worth nothing. Because this shit is bigger than motherfucking YouTube. This shit is about a whole race being failures and not on the agenda. And we got people that sold us out, and they're not gonna help you. That's why all the people that's in the societies are quiet right now. I told you this. Niggas are told to stand down, be quiet. All you've been seeing is distractions, made up bullshit. That's it. Because all this shit is leading up to something. And that's my point. This shit is all leading up to something. This shit is a movie. This shit been written. The script's been given out. And you just got to wait and let this shit play out. But we going somewhere with this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking in vain. I'm not making up shit. But it ain't my job to sit here and explain everything in full detail when niggas got a brain of their own. But what I'm telling you is this shit you seeing is leading up to something. And it's a big plan. You dig? Because Moneybag Joe is back in power, and he back to finish off what they didn't finish before. And this time, as you see, them niggas ain't playing. That's why, like I said again, you don't even know when this shit gonna be over, when you gonna get back to your regular life, and when you gonna even be able to have some real money to put up. Because I know for a fact, ain't too many people been able to put no money in no fucking bank account and live comfortable. Right now, you gotta make ends meet, and you gotta figure some shit out. And all this shit is by design. And guess what? We under attack right now. We under attack financially. We under attack image-wise. And I told you niggas about Kyrie Irving. Let me not forget that. I told you niggas the other day. I told you how they was going to be under attack. Before the season started, I spoke on this shit. Because Kyrie don't want to comply. Like I said, but they're using Kyrie as an example to him and his black race on what's going to happen when you don't comply. You feel me? That's why he got sent home. We know he's a millionaire, but he got sent home for not wanting to comply with that medicine. But like I told you, nigga, once you sign a deal, you already made a deal with the devil. You sign that contract, it's in blood, nigga, and you got to comply with that contract. And if you don't comply with that contract, they will kindly sit you down and them niggas will spank you. And eventually, the nigga Kyrie might end up under some funny-ass circumstances. They might fire him somewhere because he's doing too much. He's doing too much. Now, if Kyrie wanted to represent as a leader and want to be that nigga, he would denounce his NBA career and leave that shit alone like Muhammad Ali did. That's what Kyrie would do if he really about that life. But we know Kyrie don't really want to get that money up, and he don't want to let that bag go. So we know Kyrie is going to play that role he playing. And he also playing a distraction role. You hear me? Because they know it's a lot of people in America that don't want to comply with the shot. And Kyrie Irving, he is the poster boy for all those who don't want to comply. So when we watch Kyrie, that's how we going to know how they're going to deal with the black community. Because if Kyrie don't quit, we know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Because if he really anti, he'll quit and he'll walk away from the game. And he will become a martyr. He will become a great respected man. But we know Kyrie don't want to leave that bag because he got to deal with Nike. Let's keep it real. He got to deal with Nike, and he in the NBA. And y'all got to understand, when you got to deal with niggas like Nike, you can't just walk away from that contract. Whenever you in $100 million plus contract, a lot of time them niggas are bound by blood and they own them niggas ass. That's why they not going nowhere. You feel me? All this shit is a plan, a hoax, and they finessing the people. They tricking us. I'm going to say this one more time. What fucking level are we on with this lockdown shit? Somebody tell me what level are we on right now? Because I don't know what level we on, and I don't even know when we about to go back to normal. Even though I move around every day, I live my life. Don't get it fucked up. I live my life every day, but I see this lockdown shit. I'm seeing like black people can't really move around like they want or do what they want. But I see other people having fun, dancing, partying, throwing festivals, all type of shit. So I'm trying to figure out what level are we on, or are we just in suspense waiting on something bad to happen? Like, it's October and we still don't got October weather. We know they play with the weather, you feel me? And we know this sickness is a respiratory sickness. And we got to understand that a lot of people that's getting sick is the same motherfuckers that wasn't taking care of themselves anyway. If you've been violating your body, not taking care of your liver, your heart, your kidneys, you don't get the proper rest, you don't eat vegetables, niggas out here eating dairy products, bread, all this sick shit, of course you're going to get sick. You're going to get mucus, you're going to get a mucus buildup in your chest, throat, neck, head, and your shit, and that shit going to harden up, and you ain't going to be able to breathe. And it's going to tighten up. That's why a lot of black people are dying. And that's another thing I want to speak on about how they release $1,300 in food stamps, $1,800. What kind of shit is that? Like, you got people that didn't even get their money, and they sitting here giving black people on welfare $1,300 in food stamps. And my whole point is, I told my people this, I said, look, when they dropping them stamps, watch a lot of people start getting sick. Because they know that we all shop in the same stores, we eat the same food, and a lot of black people still eat out of microwaves for a living, and they feed their kids out of microwaves. When we got to understand, microwaves was really for just reheating some shit real quick. That's it. But people have been living out of microwaves for years and wonder why they sick and wonder why their immune system don't work. Because they knew that when you got them food stamps, y'all always gonna go to the same stores and buy the same products. That's why a lot of y'all getting sick. I promise you. I done already did it. Look, when they talk, anytime somebody's sick, or so you hear about somebody being sick, just ask, are they on welfare or are they on disability? 9 times out of 10, it's a person on welfare or disability that got sick. 9 times out of 10. But if you still running around eating fried chicken, you eating greasy ass high cholesterol shit, you're gonna keep getting sick. That's a fact. High cholesterol build up mucus in your bloodstream, and that's how you're gonna get sick. Trust me when I tell you. But a lot of black people had the same diet. Like, you was taught that certain things in your body are hereditary or it runs in your family, but that's another lie. You see, we were taught to eat, you was taught to eat the same food as your grandmother. You eat the same food like your daddy ate. That's the only thing that's hereditary. So if grandma drank a lot of Kool-Aid, ate a lot of fried chicken, that's why grandma had high blood pressure and diabetes. And then you did the same as that thing grandma did. You drank a lot of Kool-Aid and you ate a lot of fried chicken. Now you got diabetes. So what I'm trying to tell you is the trick was that the fucking sicknesses we got running our blood when that's not true. The truth of the matter is we had the same habits. We passed down the same tradition. That's why we do the same shit and we keep getting sick. If you change your diet, you won't get sick. You don't have to worry about all that. But a lot of us are still eating slave food. We still have slave appetites, my nigga. We was taught to eat like slaves. We was taught to eat foul on purpose to fuck us up as a race. That's why niggas still eat fried chicken with a lot of grease, you know what I'm saying? Macaroni with a lot of cheese. Niggas don't know cheese got high cholesterol. Anytime you're dealing with high cholesterol, you're dealing with clogged arteries. Clogged arteries dealing with slowing down your blood, which is not going to flow right through your heart, which is going to have you in a fucked up state. Get off that grease shit. Bake your shit on some G shit. They taught us how to eat greasy foods because that was part of them teaching us how to kill ourselves. So that whole diet you was given was a diet of death. But you was taught that it's soul food. You was taught that it runs in the family. But our diet is part of our family curse. So once you change your diet, you'll start seeing changes in yourself and your family. That's a fact. First thing you got to do is get off that slave menu. You dig? Because that's what they want you to do. They want you on a slave menu, scrolling on the phone all day, online all day, stupid in the head, tired, falling asleep, all off schedule. You feel me? And that's a lot of niggas. Y'all off schedule with y'all life. It's 24 hours in a day. You got to learn how to break that time down. And that's why I say a lot of you niggas just be on nighttime and weirdo time. You feel me? But nighttime sometimes is a time for creation and thinking. In the daytime, sometimes is the time you gotta apply yourself. That's why you see most niggas that ain't got no job or they ain't got no money, they like to sleep all day and they don't like to get up in the morning. A nigga that don't get up early is always gonna be a broke nigga. And he gonna try to hang with the nigga that got up early. That's what they do. You know them niggas. It's always gonna be niggas wanna be in position in your circle. But like I said, a lot of shit is hereditary and it was taught. And like I was going to about them 4 devils with that jealousy, hatred, envy, and lust, that shit is taught. And niggas keep doing it, and they gonna keep doing it. I'm trying to tell you how there's certain things in place with the black race ain't never gonna come out. So right now, it's every man for themselves, and you patch in with those you patch in with. When somebody think like you, y'all connect. And y'all create a bond, and you leave it at that. But we ain't saving everybody. Everybody ain't being saved. Because some niggas is snakes, and some niggas, they don't want to play their position. And that's what we got to get back into. Because I'm about to be up out of here, but I feel like I got to check niggas one more time to get this shit through niggas' head. You niggas' weak-ass opinions don't mean nothing. If you're not adding to the cause, nigga, you part of the problem. And we see that it's always going to be niggas in the bushes looking from behind, waiting to take shots at niggas when they walking by. Or when people see you about to do something great, they always want to throw a stumbling block in your path. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Watch, look, listen, and observe these lame-ass niggas that don't got no work ethic, they don't have no content, and them niggas are bitter. Because this world is big and a lot of niggas are losing. See, when you've been losing your whole life, nigga, you're going to grow up to be a big loser. You're going to grow with animosity. Nobody wants you. Nobody want to be around you. Nobody wants to be around a party pooper. A sappy ass Sally. Nobody want to deal with them type of people. That's why, oh shit.